Hi guys, I am Jessica and I have a small business called Jessica's Cozy Creations where I make and sell crochet plushies. If you are new, hi, and if you're coming back, thanks. Today I just wanted to show you everything that I've made in the past 2 weeks. It hasn't really been 2 weeks. It's a couple days shy of 2 weeks, but I am about to go to the mall and sell all this stuff this weekend. So I wanted to show it to you before it sells. Not that everything's gonna sell. I've got some really cool stuff that I'm excited for. So I got 14 chickens done. Honestly, I don't even know how I got this much stuff done because I've been working on the website and just been working on a lot of other things to improve my business. But yeah, I'm glad that I got so much done. I got 14 chickens done. I don't remember what this yarn is. It's something new that's at Michael's. I either want to say that it's some type of Bernat or Big Twist, but I'm sure you guys have seen it. But this is a Bernat baby blanket, and they do come out kind of bigger. I only got one skein of each, so I just made as many chickens of that as I could. But yeah, these are the chicken colors that I have right now, and I just made 14 of those. All right, then I was able to get 13 mushies done. I did start giving them blush. I felt like they were a little bit plain. I make these all the time, so you know, I have to change it up a little bit. And then I have been working on doing more embroidered eyes. I feel like I've been getting better at embroidering, but those are just the colors that I made. I think I already have all the other colors in my other bag for the mall. And for the yarn for those, I'm pretty sure most of those were a mix of Bernat and Elise. That's pretty much all I use is Bernat and Elise Voluto. But I never get Bernat online. I always feel it in person to make sure it's actually good. I've got 5 axolotls done. I did 2 purple, 1 white. I like the white ones because they look different. But I just do these in like literally whatever color I have next to me. If I was working on a project and I'm just like, what do I make next? And I just have a color next to me, I'll just make an axolotl. Because for me, they literally sell in every single color. I have not had a single one that didn't sell. Even like weird color combos like purple and red. Somebody's gonna like it, you know? But I used some of the leftover yarn that I had from the chicken for this guy. He kind of gives me like a retro vibe. And then I have this one that reminds me of Fluttershy. This pink yarn is Juicy Couture, so I guess you can't get that anymore. But it was so thick, it's up here, but it was so thick that I had to like split the strands. But it's pretty cute, I think. So yeah, I got 5 of those done. I only did 2 dragons. I feel like I have a good amount of dragons right now. I just did this watermelon one. I've done watermelon ones before. I usually don't do like themed ones because I just feel like I have to charge more for them, but I'll probably just put this with the rest of them and not charge more. I mean, it just took a little bit of time to add the black on there for the seeds. And then I was inspired by Celestial Homebody to do this like dragon fruit one. This is left over from the chickens as well, the yarn that I used for that. But I don't know if you can tell, the wings are different. I made one wing that was like this, and there wasn't enough yarn. So I frogged it, and then I did something a little bit different so that I could make 2 wings, because I just wanted to use that up. I don't know if I'll get it again. It is nice, but I just have to compare like the price because I'm charging the same amount for all of my chickens. So I don't want to be paying like a lot more per chicken for ones that are like this. So I'll just have to do some price comparisons the next time I see that yarn. And then I was able to get 10 chicks done, but I just threw most of them in there because they're all pretty much the same. I do 3 variations. I do embroidered eyes for the babies, and then I do 14, wait no, these are 16 millimeter eyes, and then I do 14 millimeter eyes. So just try to have like a variety. I personally like this one, but I know that a lot of people like the smaller eyes and they think that these eyes are too big. Sorry if I'm like, if it seems like I'm speed running this a little bit. I am, because I need to cook dinner. I don't want to have dinner super late. There was 2 projects that I was working to get done when I got up, and I literally like just got them done went and put some makeup on and then started to film this. I wanted to do it before the sun went down, so that's why I don't want to do it after dinner. So this was an Instagram pattern that I've done before. I only did it like once, I think, because I just felt like I didn't have the right colors for it. It is supposed to be a pancake cat, but I made it into a cinnamon roll. I think this is so cute. I realized once I did these colors, I was like, this is not giving pancake. And I do have some lighter colors. I think I have like Bernat Almond or something like that down there. But I don't have very much of it left, and I haven't seen it around, so I don't want to use it. So I did 4 cinnamon roll cats, and I love these things so much. Look at them. Let's see if I can get them all in. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to do more of them because I feel like they're going to sell well, but I needed to focus on other things. So I just got 4 of those for now. I would like to make some more for the Strawberry Festival, but I want to make so many things for the Strawberry Festival. So we'll see what I get around to. All right, and then we got some more food-themed items. I love food-themed items, and then it always makes me want that food. But I made some little eggies. Sorry about the tags. I try to tag things as soon as I get done making them. And then I don't want to take the tags off for the videos, but yeah, it sucks when I get to the mall and I get all set up and then I sit down to eat because I don't eat before I go because it's always hard for me to eat in the mornings. So I'm like starving when I get done setting up, and then I realize I have things that I need to tag. So trying to get better about tagging them. But yeah, this one, I don't even remember. I did this years ago. Like, I wrote the pattern down. It was probably like a free Instagram pattern or something like that. I don't remember paying for it. But I just modified it to be smaller. I like them both. I sort of like having this bigger one, but I know that people like the smaller one too, so that's why I did both. And then one of like my favorite things that I made that I kind of forgot that I made. Look at this guy! This is a turtle pattern that I can link for you guys, but it's supposed to be like a daisy turtle, and I just modified it to look like a burger, and I did modify the head as well. Most turtles I modify the head for. I think they're too big. I don't like my turtles to have big heads, so I did modify it to look smaller, but yeah, I love this so much, and I had a burger for like 2 days in a row after I made this because it really made me want a burger. I actually made 2 of those. I don't think I said that. Yeah, I had so much fun making it that I was like, I gotta make another one because I think that it's gonna sell fast. So we'll see. And that leads us into my little fruit turtle saga. So I did a little kiwi turtle and then a blueberry turtle. I like the colors that I used on that one. Although this is Bernat and it's really rough. I don't like it, but I'm trying to use it here and there. So I have an orange turtle. My husband thought it was a pumpkin turtle. That's not a fruit turtle. And then I did 2 strawberry turtles. And then I don't know why I started to make a black one, but I did. I started like the black feet and black head because I just felt like using black, and then I didn't know what to do, so I just did this like fiery type of thing. We're getting down to the last couple things. I think we have 5 things left. I made this, what fruit are you? Lemon cow. And this is a free pattern on Instagram, but it is heavily modified. I think I took some rows out of the head, took some rows out of the arms and the feet. I like my stuff to be like shorter and stubbier, so I pretty much always take out rows in the head. Yeah, I can link it below, but yeah, I just took out some rows in the head, took out some rows in the arms. I did do, I don't know if you can see it that well because the sun is going down a little bit, but like little bits of green on the feet. I just felt like it made it look like the end of a lemon. I don't know, I was just trying something new, and then I gave some yellow blush. But yeah, I really like lemons. They're one of my favorite fruits. So that's what inspired me to make this cow. I wanted to make more cows, but my creative brain was going in other directions over these past 2 weeks. So I didn't get to make any more cows other than just this one. What next? Ooh, giraffe. This giraffe is so cute. I will link these patterns for these next two that I'm going to show you down below. I did modify a couple things here and there, but this is pretty much what the main thing looks like. They were on sale. I got like a bunch of patterns on sale for like $1 to $2. So I'm excited to try all those, but for now I just got these two. I did the giraffe with embroidered eyes because something about this like screams baby, like for a baby to me. And then I made a unicorn. I feel like the ears are a little big. Next time I do want to modify the ears to be a little bit smaller. But yeah, I really like it. It didn't take super long. It took me a little bit longer than I would have liked. I think it was like an hour and 15 minutes, but I think pretty good for the size. And then I did embroidered eyes in case somebody wants it for a baby. The only yarn in this that is different is Premier Basics. That's what the hair is. It was my first time getting Premier Basics, just because I wanted some different colors I didn't have yet. And I didn't want to, like I said, I don't order Bernat online. So I needed to order some yarn online, and I didn't want to get Elise Fluto because I have to order like over $100 in order to get free shipping. Didn't want to do that, so I figured I would try something new, and I do really like it. It works out very similar to like good Bernat. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That's a new yarn that I'll be buying from now on. Okay, the next thing I'm really excited for. I was really happy to get this done today. I didn't know if I was gonna get it done today. But last night I started a new pattern, or I guess I didn't start it. I pulled up a new pattern. I feel like I should start from the beginning. Okay, so the beginning of the story is that I was making eyes, and I was like, ooh, I should do some strawberry eyes. And I was like, oh, you know what would be really cool? Meringue from Animal Crossing, but with strawberry eyes. So I already had the eyes made, and I bought a pattern for it, and the pattern did look a little bit smaller, but a lot of people, you know, use different yarns, That just scared the crap out of me. That was so random. My Frankie doll just fell, and she's been sitting up there for like ever, and just randomly out of nowhere fell. So yeah, that was super random. I forget what I was even in the middle of saying. I bought a pattern, but you know, people use different yarns, different hook sizes, so I thought maybe I could make it bigger. And like, I could have if I really wanted to, but once I opened up the pattern and looked at it, I was like, honestly, I think that I could do this in a way that I would personally like better. Not to say that mine is better than the one that I bought the pattern for. It's a really cute pattern. I would like to eventually make it. It is small, but that's kind of nice too, to like not have this like giant item, you know. So I do want to try it sometime, but I'm glad that it did inspire me to make my own meringue. I love her so much. I think she turned out so perfect. I don't know if you're really going to be able to see those eyes, but they have strawberries in them. I will get a picture of it and I will put it here. But basically what I did is, after I made the shape of the head, and the only thing I wrote the pattern down for is the head and then all the like details of the head. Other than that, I didn't write it down. But I made the shape of the head, and then I made sure that like the eyes were going to be a good size for it, because that's why I wanted to make a bigger one, is because I wanted to use these eyes that I already had made. And then I did basically two, what would be like the start of a hat, for the two little clumps of white frosting or whatever that are sitting on top of her head. And then I created a little thing that I sewed in there to get the little drippy look, if that makes sense. I'm doing a terrible job at explaining this, but I would like to make this into a pattern that people could buy, or I don't even know, maybe for free, because I haven't released a pattern yet. I swear I'm gonna get around to that, because I've been doing so good about like getting all this stuff done that I always say I'm gonna get done. I've been stamping my bags, I got new business cards, I got my website up, I have been posting regularly, so yeah, I swear I'm gonna get around to releasing some patterns. But yeah, I think that it would be really cool to release this pattern. It's just, The thing that worries me is, for one, it was a lot of sewing. I personally don't mind, and I would rather have a lot of sewing that gets the results that I want, that gets the exact shape that I want. And it gives my hands like a nice break from crocheting when I get to stop and sew. So I don't mind it at all. I understand why some people do, but it's not a bother to me. But that's one thing with this, is there is a lot of sewing. And then another thing is, I just feel like I'm bad at wording things. So I don't really know how I would word some things, but I do have the head all written down. The body was like mostly freehanded, but I could easily remember it. It was super easy for the body. I just did like a simple little tail. I know that she's got a little thing on the end, but I just figured that was just a lot for a tail that was mostly covered up by a skirt. But yeah, I'm super, super happy with her. I was definitely like nervous to make her. I was worried that it was going to turn out funky, because I had this idea in my head of these like two caps sewn together with a thing in the middle to make it look like it's dripping, and I was worried, but I think like this couldn't have turned out more perfect. I'm so happy with it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if I should release a pattern, even if maybe it's poorly written, but it will be free probably. So all right, then last but most certainly not least, this was like the big thing that I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to get done today, but I did it. Look at her. She's so beautiful. Athetheria the dragon. She's so pretty. I did specifically get a ton of purple for her. Not this dark purple, but the Bernat, the 3 skeins of Bernat. I actually didn't use as much yarn as I thought. I forgot that this one isn't necessarily, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's big. But it's not being big that takes up all the time. It's all of the details, and it's just not the same before you put the details on it. Like when I had her pieces on her, like her wings and her little things on the end and her ears and the horns or branches or whatever you want to call them, I was like, wow, she's looking kind of plain. I was like, that's a lot of work for how plain it is. But yeah, once you add all the details, that really, really makes it come together. I've done this one 2 other times. The 2 times that I did it, I only did 4 wings instead of 6. But this time I really wanted to go all out. She's got 4 ears. She's got 2 horns, I guess. Or I guess these are the branches, these are the horns. But these come in 2 parts. And then these are separate. So that's 6 pieces all together for her horns and branches. Yeah, she's a lot of work. She's a lot of work, but she's worth it. I don't remember how many flowers I made. I think I made like 20 flowers. But yeah, I'm really happy with how she turned out. She's so cute. I made these eyes specifically for her. Just wanted to stick with the pink and purple scheme. I feel like this might be my last one, at least for a while, that I make that's pink and purple, because the first one that I made was pink and purple, and I did find myself a little bored with the colors. I know that sounds weird, because obviously these are gorgeous colors, but like I said, my first one was pink and purple, and it was pretty different. I didn't do this like viney stuff around her. I just did flowers, and I did different like accent things. I can't quite remember, but I did that one, and then my second one was a fire themed one that I really liked, but it didn't get as much attention. This one literally sold right away. It actually sold at, I'm not going to say Oktoberfest. What was it? Sauerkraut Festival. It sold pretty quickly at that, which was really cool. I think, I don't know. I think I want to sell this for $300. I know to some people that sounds like insane. But this took me like probably like 16 hours or something. They usually take me 14, but I did do more on this than I've done on the ones in the past. So those I've sold for $275. Both of those I sold for $275. So yeah, I feel like $300 for this might be good. Like I said, to some people that's insane, but I do pay a lot to be at the mall to sell, and they sell at that price, so why not? And you know, you got to think of how many hours you put into it, plus cost of materials. It's a lot of materials. Plus, these flowers are done in Juicy Couture, and that is discontinued. And I barely have any Juicy Couture in pink left. So when that's gone, it's gone. But I couldn't think of a better project to use it for than this. Yeah, I love her. I think she's really cool. I might lower the price a little bit and then put like however much plus tax. I'm gonna have to see how much the tax is, because I don't want to like have like $30 in tax or something. I don't know. So I will do the math of the tax, and then I will I'll see how much I want it to be. I just want the total to be somewhere close to 300 at least. So yeah. All right, guys, that is it. I need to go and cook some dinner, and then I need to load up the car for the mall and make a video of that tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna be my last weekend at the mall before I get to like officially prep for the Strawberry Festival. If you guys don't know, I did that last year and I made $6.5 grand. And I think this year, if I am able to make more product, I could make even more money than that. I just ran out of stuff last year. So yeah, I am super, super pumped for that. Like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.